Good morning. Oh, this is weird. My phone is like the opposite way. Let me see what happens if I rotate your phone. You can't turn your phone while recording. Really? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Good morning. Hi, Erica. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I am in New York and I am going home today. I'm so glad to see everybody. I should probably get my glasses so my eyes don't water because I can't see anybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Talk, live from New York. This cord is driving me crazy. It's everywhere and nowhere all at once. It is so nice to see everybody. I actually slept really well. I did wake up in the middle of the night because I was scorching hot. I was in my pajamas and this robe because when I went to bed, I was freezing. I'm in Midtown, D. I am in Broadway and 49th at the time, New York. Anyway, I'm so glad to see everybody. Buenos dias. Anyway, I am going to go home today. It is date night, so I'm going to go home and go to dinner with Michael. What else? So, I got to see my work wife yesterday, and I got to spend some time with Erica, which is always fun. She's such a hoot. We have such a good time. The two of us are such a mess when we're together. It's like, ay, ay, ay. So anyway, I was watching this thing today about children in Baltimore who are being bullied and the school's reaction to good morning, Mountain Brook. Oh, Cheryl Johnson, that's very nice. Okay, so I was watching this video about these kids in Baltimore that were being bullied and how the schools were saying essentially that their hands were tied, that it was, you know, whatever, that all the kids had rights and blah, blah, blah. And I get it, right? I kind of get it. I am the type of person who doesn't give a shit what the school says. I would go right to the home of the people who were bullying my kid, and I would essentially let the mom know. We all know I'm not rational. Don't take my advice on this part, okay? On the next part, yes. On this part, no. Let me give a public service announcement. Do not take my advice on what I'm about to say. Don't be me. I am a lunatic. I would go to the house of the kid that was bullying my kid, and I would let the mom know, if your kid doesn't stop bullying my kid, I am going to start bullying you. And everywhere you go in public, I'm going to threaten you, yell at you, kick you in the ass, push you into walls. I'm going to make your life a living hell. I am legitimately like going to bully you into the ground. Now, is that rational? No, it's not rational, but I took karate in 4th grade and I am prepared to karate chop the shit out of somebody, okay? I did not spend every Tuesday and Thursday in 4th grade taking karate for no reason, okay? I am a raging lunatic. My husband is not. My husband is very, like, rational. I am not, okay? So, and here's the thing. Like, I really would bully the shit out of somebody, and I would never stop. I'd follow her out of the dry cleaners into Wawa, at her dentist appointment. Like, I would make her life a living hell to the point where she would have to like literally beat the living snot out of her kid if he or she didn't stop bullying my kid. Anyway, so that was my thought on that thing this morning. But also, you know, there's a reason why I had like a cluster of children close in age. One, because I like having sex with Michael and we didn't realize that we could just keep getting pregnant over and over. But also, they have to travel in a pack. My children, no, I don't need you to make friends. I don't need you to make friends. I didn't put you on this earth to make friends. You be kind to people, you be good to people, you pray for them, but you have your brother and sister. You will move in a pack and you will never take your eyes off each other. And if somebody comes to one, you all go. No such thing as a fair one. We don't shoot the fair one. Nope, you mess with one Sullivan, you get all three. And you don't want Charlie because she will literally chew your ankles. I'm not kidding. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about some of the things that Michael and I do for our children that we believe matter. Because I wanted to counterbalance how aggressive I was feeling about bullying. You could tell that watching that video got me in my feelings this morning because I'm ready to karate chop the shit out of somebody. Okay, so I wanted to talk about some of the things we do in our home that matter and hear from you guys. What are some of the things, that you guys do with your children that matter? So some of the things that we do to foster responsibility, because as you know, I believe that responsibility for children is a must. I was raised by old school Italians. I have that mentality. I am not your maid. You will help around this house. So anything that my children play with, touch, claim as their own, even though I bought it, so technically everything in the house is mine. Anything that they play with, touch, or claim is their responsibility to put up. If it isn't put up after the first morning, it goes in the garbage. I don't care how much money I spent on it. And sometimes I put them in garbage bags and hide the garbage bags and they can earn it back. Sometimes I put them in garbage bags and donate them. I drop them off at the bin at the gym. Goes right in the donation bin. And other times I'm obnoxious and I just throw it in the garbage because I don't care. So they are responsible for their own toys. They are 10, 9, and 7. They are certainly old enough to put their stuff away. Another thing that we do for our kids is each child has their own responsibility when setting the table. This way, because what it used to be is, help me set the table, help me set the table, help me set the table. They didn't know what they were doing. They were running into each other. Charlie got forks, Max got forks, Olivia got forks. All I know is my table had nothing but forks. And I realized, okay, they're young, they can help, but they're not that organized. So each child has their own responsibility when it comes to setting the table. Charlie puts out the napkins. Olivia gets the silverware. Max gets the cups. And Michael and I plate up the food. And everybody knows what their responsibility is. There's no question. There's no arguing. When I say set the table, they go for exactly what they need to go for. And it's so easy. Same thing with clearing the table. Everybody is responsible for clearing their own plate, emptying in the garbage, rinsing it off, and putting it in the dishwasher. Y'all, I'm tired and I am not their maid. No. Things that we do to foster kindness. We pray with very specific intent. Every night before we go to bed, we say prayers, and we allow the children to pray specifically for people that are weighing on their heart or who might need their prayers. For me, it is very important that my children learn to recall the needs of others at the end of their day. So we do talk about, I don't know if you guys have ever played Good, Bad, and Buffalo, but we also do Good, Bad, and Buffalo. So tell me 3 good things that happened in your day, tell me 3 bad things that happened in your day, and then just tell me something Buffalo, which means, any silly thing they want to tell me. Because if I don't give them a buffalo, they will talk for 45 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but if you have ever heard a kid talk for 45 minutes before bedtime, it is not fun. So we pray very specifically for people at the end of the day. And we do good, bad, and buffalo, which I think is important also for kindness and just for winding down. The other thing is that that we do with the kids is we pick a time that the whole family comes together every day. So no matter what time it is, if it can't be dinner time, then we do bedtime. If it can't be bedtime, sometimes it's shower time. Kimberly, none of us are Mom of the Year. I was literally voted the worst mom in America, so I think we're good. We pick time where all of us come together, and it really matters. And it doesn't matter how many people are in your family. I don't care if you're a single mom with 2 kids. I don't care if you're married with 10 kids. Whatever it is, find time for all of you to come together. There is something very safe and important for our children to know that at some point they are all going to come together and just be with mom, and dad, but mom. I don't know. I'm a mom, so I can only speak from a mom's point of view. My children know that every single day I will yell at some point, all right, Sullivans, rein it in. And wherever they are in the house, they have to come find my voice, and we all come together. And for whatever period of time, depending on the day, sometimes it's only 5 minutes, sometimes it's 30 minutes, we do something together as a family, whether it's letting Olivia read from a chapter from her chapter book, whether it's just talking. Sometimes we do dance parties, which I know you guys have seen on video. And my kids love it. They love it. Here's the thing. I don't know what my parents did when I was young. Nothing, I don't think. I remember we played wiffle ball in the front yard. I do remember that. I'll never forget that. We did that as a family, except for Meredith, because she hated everybody. But I do remember that. But in the 80s, it was different. It was kind of like free range parenting. We rode our, bikes. Wait, somebody just said something, and I want to say something very important. Somebody just wrote that their child is doing the bullying. First of all, that's a very brave thing to admit, okay? At every time, all of us will experience our child being the responsible party at some time in our lives, whether it be the bully, whether it be the kid who brought the weed or took the car, or whatever it is. Our child will be at one point or another the guilty party. If your child is the one that's doing the bullying, as somebody who is a former bully, I'm telling you that hurt children hurt. Something is going on. Kids don't just wake up one day and go, hey, I'm 7, I want to bully someone. No, that's not it. He's either feeling pressure from other kids, and this is the way that he is satisfying that pressure, or he's being bullied himself. Whatever the case may be, it is very brave to admit that it is your child doing the hurting. But you have as much responsibility to intervene with your child as you would if it was your child being bullied. Because you do. Because you can't get lazy, and because you can't give up, and because you can't get tired. And you know your child, Monica. You know your child. You know what he responds to. You know what rewards he responds to and what punishments he responds to. And, you will sort it out. But we cannot allow it to, I think my kids are more afraid of somebody telling me that they bullied than anything else. I mean, I can remember saying to Olivia that there was an issue in one of her classrooms and some of the kids were being mean to this one girl. And I said, are you being mean to her? And Olivia was like, no, I stick up for her all, like she was so afraid. And you know what? I don't use fearful parenting all the time. I don't use fearful parenting. I try to come from a place of empathy and teach them from a place of love, but every once in a while I will let them know. Don't make me get distracted. I will whoop your ass. I don't spank that much. It is so rare that I have to spank my children, but you're going to learn today. There are certain things I just will not tolerate. I just will not. But we are all doing the best we can. We are all trying things inside our home that we hope and pray will work for our children, to teach them love and empathy, to heal whatever parts of them are hurting, so that they can love other people and not hurt them. We are all doing the best we can. There isn't one mom on here that doesn't want the best for her kid and isn't trying everything she knows how. That's why I have these conversations with you guys, because it is an honest, open conversation in a place that is judgment free. Because think about, there's very few places you could go and say my kid is bullying where people aren't going to go, well, what's wrong with you? What are you? Listen, I won't tolerate that. Anyway, I love you guys. No, Parenting Joyelle does not come with a handbook. At all. You know what, guys? We're so difficult as human beings. I don't even know if parenting came with a handbook, if we would use it. How much you want to bet the handbook would sit on the shelf with every other handbook we have, and we wouldn't pull it out until we were in dire straits? If God sent us a handbook, how many of us would actually consult it every day? God sent his word. How many of us pull the Bible out every day? I mean, don't get me started. I definitely don't. So if God sent me a handbook on parenting, it'd probably sit where my Bible did. I'd probably only pull it out when I was in dire straits and really needed it. And that is the truth. Parenting is hard as shit, and it's exhausting. And I don't care what anybody thinks about me for saying that. Anybody. Anyway, I love y'all so much. I have to get ready for some calls that I have, and then I'm going to go to the airport, and I'm going to fly home, see my babies. I love you guys so much today. It's Thursday. Have a great